I got bit by a copperhead. Came out of nowhere and got me right above my boot in my leg. And I was trying not to panic because my granddad always told me, if you ever get bit by a snake, especially a copperhead out here, he said, don't panic. Just walk slowly. Well, I had already started panicking. I sat down against this tree and was trying to assess this, exactly where the bite was, and I had an old bandana and I tied it above my leg. And about that same time, I see this mountain lion coming towards me. He is screaming and making all kinds of racket. And I fired my 22 at him a few times, and it just pissed him off, really. Trying to get at me, and by this point, I'm thinking, I'm gonna die out here in the woods, and my granddad will never know. Well, that feeling I had of being watched, just thinking back on it now, the state of mind that I was in, I was terrified. I thought I was about to die. I was just ready for it, and I had my gun pointed at this cougar, shooting at it, but it just did nothing. And all of a sudden, I hear what sounds like a bulldozer coming through the trees. And it came up from behind me. The cat, looked like a normal, like house cats get whenever they're scared. Well, all of a sudden, this big, giant flash of brown fur comes out of nowhere, picks up this cat, slams it against the nearest tree in one foul swoop. I'm shaking at this point, and what I can see in front of me is a tall, bipedal Sasquatch. That's just what it was in my head. But my granddad had always called them wood boogers. I hadn't heard the term Sasquatch till then, or, till later. But he always called them wood boogers or wood woes. Well, this big mass of hair and muscle just turns around, and I can see it's a female. And I'm sitting against a tree, and she turns around looking at me. I'm shaking right now, just terrified. And the strangest thing starts to happen. She is acting like she's trying to calm me down with her hands, and she starts making this like cooing noise deep within her chest. I still can't explain it to this day. I hear people talk about infrasound, and I'm guessing maybe that's what it was, because what it seemed to do is instantly calm me. And even thinking back on it now, it blows my mind that happened. Well, she eases up to me and looks at my leg and then picks me up like a baby and ran me back towards my granddad's place. We were about a good mile and a half in the woods. Now, by this time, I was coming in and out of consciousness, but I know that she was carrying me. And a lot of people say they smell horrible, but this one, she didn't smell horrible. She smelled like a horse, kind of. Like a mix between a horse that's been outside all day. She didn't stink, she had an odor to her. Well, she ran me back to my granddad's house, and I remember waking up with her holding me, and I'm looking at the house, and she lets out this really loud whoop. It felt like it blew my eardrums out, honestly. And I'm thinking at this point, oh my God, my granddad's about to freak out, he's gonna kill her or something. And he comes out, and his reaction is not what I expected. He runs up to me, and she points at my leg, because I had pulled my jeans up. She points to my leg, makes this like grunting noise, and she sounds like she's purring too. He looks at my leg, looks at her, shakes his head like saying thank you, picks me up, puts me in the truck, and then I pass out, and then I wake up in the hospital about 12 hours later.